1 hour. No.
All right, here we go. We're going to keep the action going, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for the next fighter, Sachin Yadav.
Sachin Yadav, he fought Malik in his last fight, if I'm not mistaken.
He's coming off of a loss,
that's a tough fight for a debut.
That's not a bad loss.
That's a tough fight for a debut, man.
And then he's also going up against a really game opponent, Reece Wilkes, going out of Middle Georgia. Already has a kickboxing fight under his belt coming into his MMA debut, so that's something that he's already prepared for. He's already got that adrenaline dump first fight out of the way, so he's going to be a little bit more prepared than the average MMA debut.
Yeah. Time under the lights is a big deal, man. You see a lot of these guys in MMA now, they're doing this. They're taking boxing and kickboxing and jiu-jitsu matches, and they're preparing. Like me, I took my first fight after 2 months of training. I had no business being in there. These guys now, they've been training a year to 2 years, and they've had, kickboxing matches, boxing matches, jiu-jitsu matches, Muay Thai fights. They've been in the ring, and that's one of the reasons you're seeing such a difference in level.
Yes.
I say it on every show. The guys who are debuting in MMA now out of these good schools are as good as the guys that were debuting as pros 15 years ago when I started.
Absolutely.
Almost 20 years ago. It is. Now, that's not always the case, but a lot of the time now it is, especially when they're coming out of Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, or they're coming out of Tupelo Jiu-Jitsu Academy, coming out of UFM, coming out of these really, really great schools here in Tupelo, really, really great schools in Memphis. It's too many to name, but these guys look so much better than even the pros did 10, 15, 20 years ago. And this is, I'm sure that
and let's welcome his opponent, Reece Wilkes.
One of these days, me and Nathan Kirby are going to get our timing down where I'll shut up right before he talks. We're going to get it down one day.
One day.
We're going to get it down.
This is going to be no easy feat for a guy who hasn't secured his first amateur win yet. So if he's able to secure it, it'll be a big win.
If he beats Reece today, I'm going to be very impressed.
I would consider him an underdog.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm as an announcer or as a commentator, I try not to pick fights.
No,
I try not to assume who's going to win.
I don't either.
But that being said,
going off of the numbers,
I'm looking at the numbers there. I'm going to give Reece Wilkes the advantage.
You make your assumptions, but I am by no means
he's coming out of American Top Team out of Georgia. He's training with some of the best guys.
Yeah, training out of Paradigm MMA.
Okay. So, is that Jesse's?
Yes, sir.
James's school?
Yes, sir.
So yeah,
you got a lot of people coming out of there now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every show seems like they have, which I mean, obviously, James Wallace is the matchmaker for the show. He's going to put some guys on the card.
Another reason why people like to come out and fight here is the unified rule set and the Wild West. People don't want to put on the shin guards. They don't want to put on the headgear in the amateur fights. If we're going to go in a cage, they want to go all the way. Why are they all the?
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing first to you, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" tall, and weighing at 155.4 pounds. With a record of 0 wins, 1 loss, fighting out of Florence, Alabama, Sachin Sky Yadav. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 6'1" tall, weighing at 156 pounds, making his MMA debut. Fighting out of Paradigm MMA, Warner Robins, Georgia, two-piece Reece Wilkes.
He came up with that nickname yesterday.
Two-piece.
Yes.
I can't get over the fact that the last guy took the bout on an hour's notice.
That is
that's wild. It's crazy.
That's insane.
That's craziness.
Let's see how these guys do with the training camp.
Yeah, Yadav coming in and trying to make a point, trying to prove something, and Wilkes, looking to make a statement here in his debut, man.
Staying light on his feet for sure.
Wilkes doing a good job of stalking him, pushing him to the outside of the center, though. That's one thing that judges are looking for. Who's controlling the center of the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, nice catch.
He almost scooped that leg. I thought he might try and go for a takedown, but no. I think he wants to keep this standing. He don't want to be anywhere near the ground.
Big looping punch by Yadav there.
Some funky footwork going on here. Wilkes is staying calm and composed. I feel like he's just waiting for an opening.
Oh,
Like
and
that.
it looks like that was it right there.
Oh, that was a nice kick to
huge
the body.
team kick.
Comes back with an outside leg kick.
He's trying to stay mobile, but Wilkes is just
Yeah, that's
walking
gonna
him
wear him
down.
out if you're
Oh,
kick to
another!
the body.
Oh my gosh, those teep kicks are
No,
brutal.
his teep kicks are pretty strong and effective.
Yeah.
That's how he ended his last fight.
Really?
Well, he
Okay.
didn't end it, but that's how he won the fight.
Right.
That third round was a 10-8 practically. So the teep kicks.
Doing a good job
You
staying on
land them
top of that
correctly,
jab.
they can take the life out of some people.
Ooh, big right hand by Reece there too. Yeah, low blow. I was wondering if they were going to call that.
Yeah.
If I'm Reece here, I don't know how much time I'm really going to take because I feel like he's really in control of the fight.
Yeah. He's good. He's right back
Yeah,
out.
I didn't
Right
think he
back
would.
out.
He's really controlling the
Glove
footwork
touch
in the
and back
ring
to
here.
him.
Boom! Another man. That teep kick is.
Oh, he dropped him.
That's it.
Oh!
That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh.
It did
Oh
not
my
take
gosh.
long for Mr. Two-Piece Reece.
Oh, when is the last time we saw 2 fights, 2 knockouts?
Tonight,
That's
First
insane.
is
round. First round knockouts, 2 in a row.
Electric.
I think Yadav might be out.
Oh,
I think
man,
he's out.
Reece is feeling it.
He's hurt for real. He's hurt.
It looks
Reece.
like he's just coming back to.
We're gonna have to get a doctor in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the
The
doctor?
emotions going through Reece right now seem to be pretty big.
Man, what a knockout.
Incredible performance.
That's crazy.
But you can tell it
Wow.
wasn't rushed at all. His first
No,
amateur fight. That's his first fight.
He looked.
We see first fights in here, and it's just a slugfest. And it's like if you just take your time like this kid did, you got it right there. There's
Yeah.
your opening. I mean,
Well, another thing that I'm impressed with was he didn't allow his opponent to dictate how he was
where
going
it
to fight.
went, where they went in the
Yeah,
cage.
he didn't. A lot of times when you're fighting somebody who's maybe not as experienced, hasn't been training as long, you'll get sucked into their game. You'll start brawling with them and stuff.
Absolutely.
He didn't. He just kept his composure. He kept his hands up. He stalked him down, landed just ridiculously hard teep kicks, and then his hand started. Yadav's hand started dropping, and he just came over and put him out. And Yadav's back on his feet now. Looks like he's okay.
Wow.
I'm glad he's back up.
I want to hear what this kid has to say.
Here we go, fight fans, at 1 minute 35 seconds of the first round. Your winner by knockout, Two-Piece Reece Wilkes.
Love to see that mutual respect.
Bruh. Everybody waits for a moment like that. Dude, that's your MMA debut?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cut him with a what? Two-piece.
Two-piece Reece.
Man, did you expect to get this in your debut? I mean, I saw you breathe a sense of relief over there. Was a lot of nerve-wracking coming in here trying to make your debut?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the last thing I expected. I came in here. I just wanted to win at the end of the day. So that's a lot of nerve.
Yeah, man, feel that. I always get this moment right now. Make an amateur debut. You win, hand raised, medal around your neck, talking to the most beautiful, handsome MC there is in the business, and feel this moment.
Man.
Woo! Yeah, man, that feels good for you, dude. I love it. I love it. How old are you?
22.
22. You're so young, man. You got so much to come up into. I'm just excited for you. Hey, I want to give you a chance to give a shout out to anybody who got you here.
First and foremost, I want to thank my family. They're sitting out there. Sorry, I don't know what.
Let the tears flow, baby. I'm about to cry with you.
I want to thank my family. I want to shout out my dad. You know, he's not here no more.
Bruh. One more time for Two-Piece Reece. Great job, man. Proud of you, dude. Hey,
Moving
thanks.
moment.
Yeah.
Moving moment for Mr. Reece.
22 and his dad's already gone. You know that's going to be an emotional.
Yeah.
That's going to be an emotional moment, man. Everybody wants your dad to see you win a fist fight.
First fight. Your
Yeah.
first fight.
Yeah, for sure.
At least the first fight. You know, you wish you could make it out to that
His
point,
girl got in the
but-
ring. Looks like Nathan
Freaking
Kirby's
make
about
me
to
cry in the middle of a
too.
cage.
Awesome fight though. What a performance, man. He looked smooth, looked good, looked calm. Clearly, he's
One more time
emotional.